My name is R.E.D, and this is my city, New York City. Some people see it as the city of dreams, the place where you can see your favorite celebrity on the billboard. But me, I see it as a place where I live, a place where I struggle, a place where I pay my bills. I pass New Yorkers in the street every day and never know their struggle. I never know their story. Like this lady, she on the phone with her boyfriend. Are they texting each other? Maybe I'm buying the perfect gift for a friend. Maybe I'm working hard. And this guy, maybe he overslept, real tired, missed his stop. But me, I love New York City. This is the place where I live. I invite you to take this journey with me into the lives of everyday New Yorkers. ATBMJ presents New York City Life.
Make it out alive. Alright, alright. No church in a while. No church in a while. No church in a while. No church in a while.
So, what's your ladies' names?
I'm Susie. Hi, Nana.
And where are you guys from?
We're from Dublin, Ireland.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Where are you guys staying now?
At the moment, we're living in Woodside in Queens, in New York City.
Do you guys like it here?
Yeah, it's good. It's like a really safe area. We actually stayed here in summer 2010. We stayed here for 3 months. We got a visa in college, and we stayed in this like exact house in this exact area. So at least we know the area.
What drew you to want to come to New York?
Well, for me, it's like I'm like a big fan of Aaliyah, so that's kind of how I got into the whole really wanting to come to New York thing. Like since 2001, pretty much, I was just like, I have to go to New York. I want to go to the vigils and everything because they hold vigils for Aaliyah like, in Hartsdale in New York. So they have like vigils for her there with the family.
What's the name of the cemetery where she is?
It's Ferncliff Cemetery.
Ferncliff Cemetery.
Hartsdale. Yeah. So I started coming here like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what made you guys choose Queens? Did you choose Queens for any particular reason, or?
Yeah, just like before, like we first came over, we did a bit of research and where it was like the safest area for people coming from like different countries and stuff. And Queens just like seemed to kind of be the best option in terms of like rent and everything as well.
What makes you think Queens is safer than any other New York City borough?
Just in general, like just a lot of the stuff that we've seen in terms of like safety and the rent as well, and what we could afford was like the main thing too.
Yeah. Woodside is like known for like Irish.
Yeah, exactly as well, for Irish people coming over. There was a few different places. There was like Woodlawn in the Bronx and then Woodside, Queens. So there was like, it was kind of just a choice between them, and then we found this apartment, so we kind of like, we came back to it.
Talk to me a little bit about this time and how coming here to New York on this visa is different than the last time you've been here.
Yeah, so the visa the last time, you can get work in pretty much like any field apart from obviously like illegal things. You can do anything. I think it was a lot easier last time.
And we got the job straight away when we
Yeah,
came over,
yeah,
so
the first few days we just knew that we had jobs, so good. But this visa it's a 12-month visa. You have to do it within 12 months of graduating from your course. So we literally had to apply by like September. We cut it really close. We literally had like a week or two to spare. Yeah. So we literally had to come over
within a month, wasn't it?
Yeah. We literally, it was very last minute. But the work that we have to get, it has to be in IT because we studied like programming and web design. So it has to be relating to that. And then if we can't like get any other work.
So you can't like go work in Burger King?
No, our visa like won't support that. It has to be something IT related.
So what other kind of visas are available to people in Ireland to come to the United States to live or work?
So there's that one that we have, and then there's the one that we did, which is if you're in college you can come for 3 months during the summer.
Yeah, and then there's the 5-year working visa where a company sponsors you to come over.
Yeah.
So if you know a company over here, you can, if they want to sponsor you and bring you over, you can stay here for 5 years as long as they sponsor you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the what's it called, the lottery? There's like a lottery visa where you just like put in your name, and if you get lucky enough, if your name does come up, then you can come here and like live here and work here for as long as you want, pretty much.
So like Mega Millions, but it's like
Well, it's
mega
yeah,
visa.
Yeah.
Wow, and do people actually win that?
Yeah, like I haven't heard about it personally, but
Is it like something that they do like every Tuesday night on TV? Like, oh, the visa tonight winner is.
if only,
It's
but
like once a year.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
once a year or something like that. So, and then there's only like a limited amount of people, but yeah, you don't really hear
You don't hear about it.
that many people at all getting it. So I think it's a pretty restricted thing. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like hundreds or thousands of people. I don't think it's like a small amount of people anyway.
So how old are both of you?
I'm 24.
I'm 23.
23. So 24 and 23 from Ireland, living in Queens, New York. Scared at all?
Yeah.
Like when you first got here, is that scary?
Yeah, it was really, really scary. Like, because it was so last minute, we literally didn't even have time to plan anything. Like, we didn't have anywhere to stay at first. And luckily enough, some of our friends put us up very kindly for the first few nights. So that was brilliant. But like, we literally didn't know where we were going to stay before we came. We didn't have any jobs lined up. We came with like limited money. Like we were quite unprepared.
Yeah.
We got lucky in the first few weeks. We stayed in a really, really nice apartment in Jackson Heights for like 3 weeks, I think it was.
Oh wow, okay.
And it was
a room
so
share.
nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah, it was like a room share with a really nice guy. Like we got so lucky because we found it on Craigslist, which could have been, you know, kind of dodgy because we've heard some things about it, but we got really lucky there. And then we ended up here, which is the basement of the house that we stayed in the summer of 2010. So
back in Ireland, were you living on your own or were you living with your parents?
At home.
yeah, no, we live with our family at home.
Yeah.
So your first time being on your own, paying rent, is in New York City.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so with your ladies' visa, your work visa that you have now, have you guys been successful at all finding work?
Well, we haven't got jobs yet, but we like tried really hard around like November when we first got here. The first few weeks we kind of did like the touristy stuff again.
We weren't settled yet, so
Yeah, we were kind of just allowing ourselves to do a few like fun things. But then December, like we literally just like applied for jobs, and then we got like a few interviews. Like we both had this one particular interview, and everything seemed to be going amazing. Like
really well.
we literally had about 2 interviews, and then we were meant to have a phone interview with him. 10 o'clock Christmas morning. Great Christmas present. He said, "Sorry, it's not going to work out. I talked to the people and I can't work out a salary for you guys. I can offer you an unpaid internship." And that was it.
And that won't work, correct?
And that wouldn't work because
because it was 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Yeah. So we couldn't even like do anything else.
Another job.
No, but I mean with your work visa, you can't get an
I
unpaid.
think we probably could do
Oh, we
unpaid,
can.
but then we couldn't support ourselves. Like we both kind of said that when we came over, we try and make it for like 3 or 4 months if we could, and then I'm kind of like at that stage now where I just don't really have the money to like keep myself going. So I'm pretty much going to go back to Ireland in the next few weeks.
Wow, and Emma, what about you?
I'm gonna stay on and see if I can get anything.
In a way, I'm kind of like more happy to go home than to stay and struggle and like make myself worried.
You got a job.
Exactly.
It would've
I think
been
if we gotten
fine.
that job in December, January, like it would be so different.
Even if it would be in just 3 months, it would have like kept us going.
So we'll wrap it up. Give me your thoughts on New York City as a city in general. How do you feel about it? And
New York in general.
I think it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it is very overwhelming, especially when you come to live here from such a quiet, well, compared to New York, Dublin is a quiet place.
Oh yeah.
It's, I mean, I don't want to insult anyone, but I think Dublin is a lot friendlier as well. I think New York is just very in your face. Sometimes it's hard to deal with the attitude sometimes of people. I think it's just a bit like, I don't know.
Yeah, there is the nice people.
Oh no, there's definitely, it's like anywhere there's some really nice people you meet, like lovely people, but I think just sometimes, especially like being homesick and then worrying about a job and stuff, I think just like the stress of the city can get on top of you a lot. It can be really hard to deal with, I think, but at the same time, like I love New York. It's like my favourite place to be apart from home.
Yeah, it's a home away from home.
Yeah, it's literally like our second home.
Yeah.
We've lived here longer than anywhere other than Ireland, so it's definitely somewhere that I'll always like come back to. Always.
That's really awesome. Thank you, ladies, so very much.
No problem. Thank you.
And good luck to both of you.
Thank you.